Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Insurance companies like to play games. They say they're on your side, but they aren't. We have a team that can handle any curveball they throw. At Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, you get a dedicated lawyer, and every case gets a team effort. So you get nearly 150 combined years of experience going to bat for you. And we like to win. Join the team that takes your personal injury case seriously. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We play hardball.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. Play ball! It's time for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Trips Flooring, Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, Cody's Auto Body, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, and CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg.
And now for the pregame show. Let's go out to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team.
3, 2, 1. Welcome out to Shenandoah Junction for a Friday evening of EPAC baseball on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Dylan Bishop and Trip Tobin with you on the call. Colin McLaughlin, our on-site producer this evening. Behind the cameras, Tyler Strine, Ethan Elliott, and Colton Musgrove. And Kyler High is back at the studio. Tonight we have the Jefferson Cougars hosting the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Been a big-time matchup the last couple seasons here in EPAC play. And Martinsburg, especially when they have come here, it has felt like they have wanted to put their best foot forward. Trip, and tonight we'll see Jameer Brown and Andrew Engel up on the mound for both sides, which should mean that we're in for a good matchup.
Oh yeah, I believe we're going to be a great matchup. Jameer and Andrew both command the strike zone. You don't give a lot of free bases. Jameer is a little bit more of a strikeout pitcher. Andrew's weak contact pitcher, and Andrew fits in really, really well with this Jefferson program. And this is a program that focuses a lot on defense, and Andrew, or we call him Peanut. Peanut gets the ball, over the plate. The kids hit the baseball, and Jefferson, weak contact. Jefferson's able to make plays, so great for him. On the other side, Jameer, come off the year, he's been throwing the ball hard, throwing the ball well. 6 shutout innings against Washington, and you put that team on his back. give them Martinsburg a chance to come back and win that game in extra innings. And just can't say enough about what he's done so far this year. So I'm looking forward to it. Two guys that I had the wonderful ability to hang out with all summer long and see what they can do. And I'm glad to see them healthy and pitching here tonight in EPAC games.
Yeah. Now, last game that we saw in Martinsburg earlier this week, they weren't able to get a single hit up on the board. Struck out 17 times by Jay Vines at Hedgesville. So the Bulldogs coming into tonight are going to have a tough time with it with Angle up on the mound, but they want to get right at the plate too.
Yeah, I mean you can't correct everything or make that go away overnight. I'm sure they got in the cage, swung a lot. Talked a lot about every now and then you run into a buzzsaw, and Jay Vines was a chainsaw. That night he tore through that lineup, and it was a perfect storm for them. And they came in had a little chip on their shoulder and had something to prove with that young group. And Jay Vines put that team on his shoulder and shoved it. And Martinsburg, they're going to have to put that behind them and get some smiles on those faces. But this is a young group, and with young groups, they seem to forget real quick, and you have to forget in baseball. So I don't think there'll be much residual left from that or left over from that.
All right, with that, we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get our pregame coaches interviews with managers for both sides. This is EPAC Baseball on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com. You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
It's the Shenandoah Apple Blossom Festival, Thursday, April 30th. Dive into paradise at the Carter Myers Automotive official and original Jimmy Buffett tribute show. Then Friday, May 1st, the Mirror Ball drops for Claudio's Pizzeria Friday Night Fever Disco Dance Party, featuring the Right On Band, bringing all the glitter, groove, and non-stop dancing you can handle. 2 epic nights, 1 unforgettable weekend, only at The Bloom. Get your tickets now at thebloom.com before they sell out. Clear bag policy required.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to the Hagerstown Ford pregame show. Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can buy your next vehicle online, and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. We'll get into our coaches' interviews for both sides here, which is brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009. We're online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Coach Lowry and Coach Byler for both sides.
Here with Coach Lowry of the Jefferson Cougars. Coach, this will be the first time we see you on TV 10 this season. How have you felt about your start so far this year, and how this sort of compares to the teams that you've had in previous recent seasons?
Well, it's really hard to make comparisons. Every year it's kind of, a different group of kids. I like the way this group has worked and come together and play for each other. Our first couple games, we've haven't hit the ball as well as maybe we would like, but we've been able to score some runs, and our defense and our pitching has been strong, and that's what was the strength of our team last year, and hopefully that carries over to this year. And if we can find a way maybe to hit the baseball a little bit better, you never know what might happen.
Who do you have on the mound tonight, and have you felt about their season that you've had with them so far?
Well, Peanut Andrew Engels, he was one of our 2 returning pitchers, senior, and he'll be on the mound for us tonight. He's pitched 4 innings so far. He pitched in the Musselman game, the initial game of the year, and he does well. He throws strikes. He's not overpowering. He has a good breaking ball, and his forte has been that he keeps the ball in the strike zone. He makes the other team beat him. So that's what our philosophy is, and don't give away the free bases if you can avoid it, and try to see what happens.
I'll finally ask you about Martinsburg coming in here tonight. They've got Jameer Brown starting things out for them tonight, who you've seen before. What are you going to tell your team to focus on when it comes to Martinsburg and Jameer Brown up on the mound for them, their approach at the plate?
Well, Jameer and a lot of these guys play together in the summertime. They've known each other growing up. So, it's a fun game in the sense that, it's a rival game, certainly, Martinsburg and Jefferson, but it's fun that these guys know each other and to get to play against each other. And both sides, want to compete and win. And our guys want to do well against him. And he certainly is a talented player. And he's, they got a couple arms over there that are a real deal, and he's one of them. So, we got to be ready to play tonight.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Here with Coach Byler of the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Coach, we saw you on Tuesday against Hedgesville. Weren't able to get a hit up on the board against Vians. Grant Henderson, a little bit of trouble, but overall was able to settle in. Where do you feel like your team is at right now as they come into tonight?
Well, I thought Grant pitched well enough. I mean, obviously, you can't strike out 17 times. I mean, that's pretty clear to anybody, even if you don't really understand baseball. So we've flushed it. We've showered it off, as they say, and we're moved on, and we're excited to get back on the baseball field tonight. I think we're at a good place.
When you look at the things, obviously, as you just said, you're in a good place. What are the things you still want to improve on a little bit? Obviously, you mentioned the strikeouts against Hedgesville, but overall, what do you want to improve on?
Well, yeah, I mean, just approach at the plate. You know what I mean? I think at times we had at bats that weren't competitive, and when you get 21 outs in the game, you have to make sure that those, at bats and those outs are competitive. And although you're not going to get a hit every time, there's different ways to have competitive at bats. Whether it's making the pitcher work or putting a ball in play hard and making them make a play. I mean, we just tonight have to make them field the baseball. When you strike out 17 times, you only make the other team make 4 plays. So we have to make them make more than 4 plays if we want to be successful tonight.
Jefferson's going to have Andrew Engel up on the mound. You're going to have Jameer Brown. What do you want your team to do when it comes to Engel, what you know about what he likes to do, and how you feel about Jameer on the other side as well?
Yeah, I think that he's a kid that was successful last year for him, that they have a lot of faith in, that throws a lot of strikes. So I want us to get up there and swing, man. I want us to get up there and hack and see what happens. I think we have some kids that can really swing the baseball bat, and we need to prove it tonight. As far as Jameer goes, I think this is his 4th year, pitching against Jefferson, so nothing new for him. All the confidence in the world for him to come out here, throw strikes, and it's about time we play well behind him here at Jefferson. So,
all right, Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks to both coaches for the time pre-game. We'll get into our Cody's Auto Body starting batteries, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. It'll be Andrew Engel pitching to Liam Sager behind the plate for Jefferson, and on the other side it'll be Jameer Brown on the mound for the Bulldogs, throwing to Braden Fox, number 5, behind the plate for the Bulldogs. We'll go ahead and take our last break before first pitch now. We'll make it a 3-minute break, Kyler, back at the studio. And when we come back, we'll have first pitch and run down starting lineups for both sides as they come up to bat. This is EPAC Baseball on TV 10.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures, including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
The one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti. We're Mansion Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Back at Jefferson High School here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube is Dylan Bishop and Trip Tobin with you on the call. Colin McLaughlin producing on site. Kyler High, our studio producer. Behind the cameras on the TV 10 side, it's Ethan Elliott, Colton Musgrove, and Tyler Stride. Starting lineup is brought to you by CMA Honda Winchester, located at 3985 Valley Pike in Winchester. Call 540-686-1622. At CMA Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you. Martinsburg comes up in the top of the first. Their lineup will go as such. It's Liam Coe in the leadoff spot in center field, wearing number 7. The pitcher, number 27, Jameer Brown, is second. Then in the 3 spot, it's Malachi Green, DHing, wearing number 23. In the cleanup spot, it's Nick Domenico in right field. 263-4222. Visit them online at modernrealtyresults.com. Jameer Brown will start things out for the Bulldogs on the mound. After a quick 3-up, 3-down that they had batting, starting lineup for Jefferson on their side as they come up to the plate. It's going to be Nyan Dominguez wearing number 9, playing shortstop, leading off. Then it's the first baseman, number 13, Surf Guerra, hitting second. In the 3 spot, it's left fielder, number 1, Jet Gross. Cleaning up is center fielder, number 7, Andrew Rolfe. In the 5 spot, it's right fielder, number 2, Andy Roberts. Then it's Tegan Moulton in the 6th spot, playing second base, wearing number 5. Number 20, Andrew Engel, the pitcher, bats 7th. His catcher, number 3, Liam Sager, will hit 8th. And Blake Kutcher, the third baseman, number 10, will round things out. Apologize for technical difficulties. Power in the area around the station had gone out and reset our connection that we could send from here to the station. And I think we've got it back now. It's going to bring up Nyan Dominguez. You mentioned the leadoff hitter, first man up for Jameer Brown to face. That first pitch is out of the zone for a ball.
Like Dominguez has been the shortstop here for years now. Feels like he batted lower in the lineup the last couple years. Here he is leading off. Finished up a couple games last year leading off and proving it that he's worthy of that spot there.
Strike 2 is across, or excuse me, second pitch is across for a strike. Makes it 1-1. Second ball of the at-bat, high up in the zone. This half inning, you'll see Dominguez, Guerra, and Gross, at least for the Cougars. 2-1. Dominguez tried to get around on it, couldn't quite get the solid contact, fouled away.
Yeah, Jameer, he's mixed a few pitches there this first at-bat to the leadoff. He's kind of picking up where he left off in that Washington game.
He'll wind up and throw the 2-2. And that's chin music. Dominguez had to get out of the way of that one, and it'll run the count full.
Yeah, full count. Pushes Starnecki back a few steps. Pushes Henderson back a few steps. Deion Fisher goes back to the hole. And so around the infield there, those guys take a step back, not fearing that bunt as much, but they do have to worry about the slow roller in this grass, so they're playing a little bit up.
3-2. Doesn't get the call. Does Brown. Puts a runner on for Jefferson.
Dominguez wasn't 100% sure he was going to get the call, but he was selling it as he kind of looked back. But ball low there on a 3-2 count. So a great lead off by Dominguez against a great pitcher in Jameer Brown, and sets the stage for a power hitter here for Jefferson.
Hard to lay off that.
See if Dominguez and Jefferson's going to test Braden Fox and Jameer's time to the plate here with maybe a steal.
Out of the stretch goes Brown. Runner stays on the first pitch. Guerra fouls it away.
Early in the game, it's certainly a possibility that you'd want to move him up and try to get up a run. Looks like Coach Lowry's not real happy with Surf Guerra's approach here, as his head's kind of nodding. So maybe he had to take it until he gets a strike after the walk. I'm not sure. But Jefferson certainly has an approach at the plate, and Coach John Lowry adheres to that, regardless of your status as of where you're at as far as your batting average and those types of things.
So after that conversation, Guerra's going to step back in with an 0-1 count. Brown over the shoulder look to first. He'll come to the plate. Fastball up high. Fox lost the ball for a second, corrals it. Dominguez stays at first.
Yeah, Jameer's going to rub the ball down there a little bit. Ball's up. The mound here is certainly a dirt mound. Not that Jameer doesn't pitch off a dirt mound, but it's a little bit different than Martinsburg's mound. It's a little shorter, and it makes it appear that it's taller. It looks like it just has a little shorter landing there. He'll get used to it, and he'll settle in there and make the adjustments that he needs. But he's thrown a couple pitches up, which kind of makes you think that he's cutting the ball loose a little early.
After the pickoff attempt, keeping the runner honest more than trying to pick him off. Here's the next one. Breaking ball gets in. Strike 2.
Big curveball there. That's the pitch that he can live with to get me over a curveball. There is it was coming right at the hip and broke in hard.
Now we get another fake toss. He's going to keep the ball with him.
Yeah, 2 strikes. Maybe Dominguez is reading off speed, something in the dirt. He get a jump on, maybe get the odds in his favor for a steal. Jameer checking him as it looks like he's going to go. He definitely was going to go on that pitch.
Yeah, Brown looked him back. The reaction time from Dominguez to jump back.
He broke momentarily and then got back.
He's definitely jumping one way or the other. He just about jumped back before it. Here's the pitch. High. Ball 2. Throw down. Off target a little bit. Get the stolen base.
Took his chances on first move and took off. Jameer was holding him well. And just a ball a little bit to the third base side of the box, and Dominguez got in there.
Perfect throw. Might have been able to get him, but the speed was enough. Brown, couple looks back at second. Now he'll come in with a ball high and inside.
Second 3-2 count of the night.
Cougars making Brown work already. Another payoff pitch already for Jameer Brown.
Got to be careful here.
And that's low, just below the knees. Puts 2 runners on.
Yeah, you can't quite give in there. I like the pitch, the location down and away. He's trying to get that corner at the knees, which would have been a tough hit because if he gets the ball too much of the plate there, then Garrett's going to give it a ride, and Jameer knows that, so he pitched him safely as he possibly could and just missed as he just missed on the 3-2 to Dominguez. Now we're going to see Jet Gross come to the plate in the 3-hole.
Gross tries to lay down the bunt. He's got a lot of speed. Brown over to it. He's got no play. Dayon Fisher not over to first base quick enough. Brown just decided to hold it.
Yeah, you kind of getting that you freshman at second base getting that double play depth. That gets you too far away. Didn't read it quick enough. Didn't get there as the runners moved up. And Jameer Brown with 2 walks, and now what you have to give is a base hit there, but it was really just a defensive lapse. But it's going to be a base hit for Jet Gross. And Jefferson has set himself up for a big inning here.
Bases loaded, no outs for Andrew Rolfe in the cleanup spot. Big swing at the first one, but fouls it back.
Jet Gross, not a guy who got a tremendous amount of offensive opportunities last year for Jefferson. Rolfe, not a guy that got a tremendous amount of offensive opportunities as well. Both of them next man up here. A few guys graduated, and here they are in the 3-4 spots with a chance to really do some damage here in this lineup.
Browns 0-1. Breaking ball. Gets across for a strike. Infielders in on the corners. Brown, deep breath and throw. Got him looking. A breaking ball. Maybe didn't break as much as you'd think. Stayed in the zone, though. Big out number 1 for the Bulldogs.
That was a big out right there. Definitely have to, definitely needed a strikeout there. Now you put the double play and opportunity to get out of it with 1 pitch. Corners are still going to move back now just a bit as they're up, even with the bag, but not completely up. So, here comes Sarnecki sneaking in just in case. Looks like him and Loper may come home with the balls hit to them, but the middle's back. And anything back to Jameer Brown now could be a 4-1 as well. So definitely the strikeout was big there for Jameer.
First pitch to Andy Roberts, the right fielder, is breaking ball inside for a ball. And now he'll run a fastball up by the eyes for ball 2.
Yeah, again, it's just I think there needs to be Jameer to adjust to that mound a little bit. He's not generally a guy that throws the ball up very much. He stays down in the zone, so just a little bit of an adjustment there, but he has shown that he can place that ball in the outer half down low, and when the 3-2 pitches, he didn't get the call.
2-0, that fastball will get across. Rolf will look at it for strike one.
He was taken all the way.
In this situation, might as well.
Yeah, I think Coach Lowry wasn't happy with Surf for not taking there early after the walk. So I know he was taking 2-0 there.
2-1, going to take another, and that's going to be just below the knees.
Yeah, Jameer's he's wanting that low pitch, not getting it from Mr. Rupethal behind the plate there. He's wanting that pitch right at the knees or below. It's just low.
One more ball, walks in a run. There's the 3-1. That's hit to first. Loper going to touch the bag. He thought about home first, but then the hesitation not going to allow for a double play.
Yeah, he should have went with his first thought. Had 2 outs and bases loaded instead of 2 outs, man on second and third and down a run. He thought to come. Martinsburg has had 2 little defensive lapses here that's given Jefferson a run here because he clearly had a play at the easy play at the plate.
Martinsburg gets an out, but it's 1-0 Jefferson with 2 runners in scoring position. And a curveball to start things out to Tegan Moulton will make it 1-0 as it goes into the dirt.
Moulton, the second baseman for Jefferson.
And there's one again, runs inside.
He's about the third guy who's had one whistle by.
The pitcher will get a shot at it if Moulton is able to get on. Andrew Engel in the on-deck circle. 2-0, that's outside, 3-0 count.
Engel down the lineup a little bit, but did put up 3 hits against that really tough Washington team the other night. So Coach Zarnecki is going to go out and talk to Jameer and see how he feels, if he's comfortable in that mound. What's going on there is he's had some long counts here. Pitch count, not where he'd want to be, certainly in the first inning, especially after Jefferson went 1, 2, 3 on the almost minimum pitches.
Yeah, we saw a similar situation last night where the first inning, Mason McGill was able to get out of the first inning 2 outs and 2 pitches, and then I believe 6 total in the top of the first, and then go the other way. And Camden Woolen throws over 30 in the first inning. Evened out as the game went on, but it was a rough start. But Hedgesville ended up getting it done in the end.
Yeah, another good game, another good EPAC game there. A lot of good pitching this year in the EPAC.
After the mound visit, the 3-0 pitch. Inside, ball 4.
Not the worst thing that could happen there with first base open. Now you have a force at every base, Once you get to 3-0, first base is open. You don't want to give in, give a base hit up, serve up a CNI single there and go down 3-0. So, you can fish around the plate there, hope he offers, but basically you want to get those bases loaded, get a force at every base, and go after Andrew if you're Jameer.
Engel is going to foul off the first pitch.
But he has to get Engel out for that to work because Engel's been swinging the bat hot. He's been in this lineup even when he's not pitching, which wasn't the case last year. He's played multiple positions this year, and so that tells me that his bat is keeping him in the lineup even on the days he's not pitching.
0-1, Engel's going to chase it in the dirt.
Yeah, Engel wants to be in there. He wants a hit, and him and Jet Gross both pitcher only for, a good part of the summer and good part of their careers. And here they are both hitting the ball well. Jefferson, if you hit, they'll find you a spot in the field.
Swing and a miss on the 0-2. Leaves the bases loaded. Jameer Brown able to get out of the jam with just 1 run allowed. And it was on a fielder's choice RBI hit on the ground in the infield. We'll take a 60-second break, come back with the second inning. Jefferson leads Martinsburg 1-0. This is EPAC Baseball on TV 10.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results hopes to see you at the 29th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show, April 11th and 12th, inside the Martinsburg Roundhouse. Make sure to stop by their booth located at RH 35 and 36 to meet the team and learn how they can help you with your needs. The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is proud to be a gold sponsor again this year of the home show and hope to see you at the Roundhouse, April 11th and 12th.
The top of the second on TV 10 is brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. We got a one-run lead for Jefferson after the first inning.
Domenico.
Bulldogs able to limit the damage and get out of it with just that. But now Andrew Engel gets to go up on the mound and have a lead to work with.
Yeah, Martinsburg showed a little bit of their youth that inning, kind of being out of place, first and second base. And big strike to start the inning off for Engel as Domenico shot through that. A little unworthy. We don't really see that much. Free bases out of Jameer Brown, a couple walks. The bunt caught the defense off guard a little bit. Jefferson able to compute that, turn that into a one-run lead as Peanut goes 1-1 on Domenico there with the ball up.
Cleanup spot for the Bulldogs. Nick Domenico is going to be followed by Zarnecki and Henderson. And there's a big sweeping breaking ball that lands for strike two.
Yeah, he's got a really nice curveball that's hard to square up. He gets hit some, but never really hit that hard. That's why he gets a lot of that soft contact.
Wind up and the throw. This is going to be some more soft contact that just gets by Moulton, the second baseman, to dribble into right field.
8-inning drought is over for Martinsburg. No hit after they were no hit against
Number 10.
Hedgesville.
Right.
And here they finally no hit in the first inning. Lead off single by Domenico. Brings Zarnecki to the plate. Sometimes hitting's contagious. Just takes one sometimes.
Zarnecki's going to lay down a bunt, though, or show it. Here's a throw back to first, but Garrow was coming in to try to field the bunt. And Sager behind the plate wanted to go to Moulton, the second baseman, covering the bag, and Garrett intercepted it.
Yeah, Moulton did have a step on.
Zarnecki's going to pop this one up, and that's fouled away. So Zarnecki took a stab at the first one, nothing doing, and now 2 strikes off the foul.
Yeah, Martinsburg not doing the little things, and that'll get you beat down here at Jefferson. Not get the bunt down, not covering at the moment, but again, Zarnecki.
He's going to try it with 2 strikes. He gets it down, though. Kutcher runs in from third. He's going to throw it over in time. Successful sacrifice bunt for Martinsburg.
Good job there by Zarnecki. He was frustrated. He didn't get the bunt. You could kind of see a little bit of frustration in Coach Bowler's face as he knows his team's not.
Number 4, Grant.
Usually does all the small things right, and didn't feel like that was kind of Martinsburg brand of baseball. Put the back on him, and he was able to lay down a perfect bunt. So, regardless of when it was in the count, he got it done.
Brings up Grant Henderson. Tonight he'll be in the 6th spot.
It's a good spot. I mean, you got to focus a lot on his pitching. He's got, being in the 2 hole right there behind Jameer. He does have a good bat. Just up there in the 2 hole right behind Jameer. Maybe he'll see some, fastballs here and get that stick going.
Engel gives a look back at second. Now he'll throw to Henderson. That's a fastball up high.
Looking for Grant and Loper to get a job done here. One of them find some grass and tie this game up. And Andrews looking to keep Martinsburg at bay here.
1-0. Henderson will hit this in the air. We're going to go over for it. left fielder trying to make a play, but nothing to it.
He got a lot of it, hit it deep. Just got ahead of it a little bit for a long strike, but it was deep down there in the 312 line, so got good wood on it. A little ahead of it there, so Engel will have to remember that pitch. Not to feed that one to Grant again, as ends up just being a long strike.
Henderson back in for the 1-1. Angle, breaking ball, doesn't hit the zone.
It stayed up that time.
Bradley Loper waits on deck. First runner in scoring position for the Bulldogs. Henderson will get the bat around on this one. Gross is going to go back to left field pretty deep, but he's going to make the catch in front of the wall.
Yeah, great contact there by Grant. You got a good barrel on it. I'm not sure the ball's going to fly very well tonight for anyone, and he gave it a ride, and he just twice he barreled it up. So Grant moving down to the lineup did not
Number 9,
did not
Bradley
bother
Loper.
him too much, and sometimes you get down there, you feel like, I didn't get it done right, but he barreled the ball up there, so good feeling in a good place.
Brings up Bradley Loper in the 7th spot. First baseman. 2 outs here for Jefferson. Strike 1.
Backdoor curveball to Lope. Great pitch. Engel's an out away from getting out of this little bit of leaving that leadoff single on base.
0-1. Angle's not able to hit the zone on this one. Loper takes the bat off the shoulder, but keeps from going around. 1-1 count. Loper back in on the left side. Here's the next pitch. This is going to be on the ground to Loper's position, first base. Surf Guerra will walk it over, step on the bag, and retire the side. 1 left on for Martinsburg off of 1 hit. No runs. We're going to move to the bottom of the 2nd. Jefferson still leading 1-0. This is EPAC Baseball on TV 10.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg takes it personally. Discover the difference an employee-owned dealership makes and experience the transparency, honesty, and care we provide every customer every mile of the way. And this month, drive off with an amazing deal on the Chevrolet you're looking for. CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg. Owners just care more about you.
The bottom of the 2nd, brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Martinsburg able to get their first hit of the game in the last half inning, but can't get him past second base. So Jefferson, here at home, will still hold the 1-0 lead. Dylan Bishop and Trip Tobin with you on the call. Kyler High back at the studio. Colin McLaughlin, our on-site producer. Behind the cameras, we've got Colton Musgrove, Ethan Elliott, and Tyler Strine. Bringing you some Friday evening baseball that gets going a little earlier here from Jefferson before the sun goes down.
If you like baseball and you want to come out to Jefferson Park, you can see a doubleheader today as Washington will play University after this game on this field, as they weren't able to get their field ready. University was already in town, so their crosstown rival has allowed them to come here and play that game, and I'm sure that Washington and University appreciate that out of host Jefferson as pitch 1 comes in just outside.
That'll be Sager up the bat. You can come on down to Shenandoah Junction if you want to watch that one. This will be the game that we cover. Sager, then Kutcher, and back to the top of the order. Due up in this inning for Dominguez. That'll be the 3rd guy up in the hole. 2-0 count here to Liam Sager. Brown trying to recover from loading the bases and giving up a run last time he was on the mound. He gets strike one here.
He works pretty quick, but he doesn't work quick like Vines and Grant. You know, we know they really move up there, but he does stay up on the mound, but he will collect himself between pitches.
This is going to be bounced right back to Brown. Softly, though, he's able to make the play, throw it over in time for out number one.
Yeah, right back at him, soft contact. Fastball ran in on him, looked like. Anybody is coming out to the ball game and coming to Jefferson County, and they may or may not be at a service station, we'll take a cup of coffee. They don't have none at the concession stand tonight, and it's nice cold.
Man.
I was dying for a cup of coffee, and they said, no coffee.
Man.
Maybe Nevin Kilmer can bring me one down.
Maybe you could. Here's strike one to Blake Kutcher. Where do you want him to stop, Trip? Dunkin', Starbucks, somewhere else?
I just take a black coffee. It doesn't have to be nothing special.
It's a cold night. Colin said it might be cold by the time it gets here. Swing and a miss. 0-2 count. The third baseman, Kutcher, steps back in. He's going to foul tip this one, keep himself alive. Braden Fox, I think, took that one somewhere where he doesn't have as much padding, at least.
Jefferson wearing a uniform that we don't see much of, a kind of a camel color white camo with the burgundy numbers.
Desert camo, digital camo, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, white pants with the burgundy stripe, Martinsburg in the gray pants and the orange jersey with the black undertops with the Berg on the front, unveiling a jersey this year for the Martinsburg. I think it might be the first time they wore it that I've seen. Unless they wore it in a doubleheader over the weekend.
0-2. This is going to be put in the air by Kutcher, but ranging back for it is Fisher from his spot at second base. He's able to bring it in for the second out.
Yeah, great play by Fisher. We've seen him make some good plays. You know, he made some great plays in that Washington game. Fought off a few balls out there in Hedgeville, but he's going to be a great player to watch. We've seen him defensively so far. In the JV team, he swings the bat, plays pitches, plays shortstop there as well, plays middle, and he's going to be something special coming through here as he comes up through with the other freshman, Leon Coe, both contributing today.
So Dominguez will be the first one to face Jameer Brown for a second time. He takes the first pitch up for a ball.
Yeah, Jefferson turned that lineup over quickly.
The 1-0 inside, can't quite hit the corner. That'll be pitch 38 for Jameer Brown so far. Already and fire.
Yeah,
Fouled away over to the Jefferson dugout.
You have to wonder what the pitch count is here. They're going into the second week of the season here. Cold night in Jefferson. And if this game stays close, how far do you go? This early. It's a very tough decision for the coaches this time of year, especially in these tight EPAC games when they mean a lot. As a strike comes in on Dominguez, but they don't mean enough to get one of your star players injured this early in the season or hurt, and so really tough decisions on coaches when it comes to the pitch counts and those types of things this early in the season.
2-2, ring him up. Didn't take the bat off the shoulder. Brown caught the corner, sends him down on strikes. It's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Jameer Brown. That means we'll go to the third inning. Still 1-0 Jefferson after the 60-second break. Come back with more EPAC baseball on TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy busy schedule when you don't have to. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Top of the third on TV 10. Brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. It's 1-0 Jefferson. Still with the lead. It's 8-9-1 in the Martinsburg order. Due up.
Number 12, Clayton Elliott.
There's wondering, watching on TV 10, hearing about any issues that we're having on YouTube. Internet connection in the area around the station has been interrupted to where we can't go live on YouTube at the moment. First pitch in here for a ball, but we are back at the studio recording the game as it airs on TV 10 so that we can upload the full game onto YouTube after the game is over. Here is a swing and a miss for strike one.
Be another curveball there. Had Clayton Elliott out front. He lost his back half there on that swing and just kind of threw the bat at it there, but swung through it.
1-1, low. Ball two. Look at Elliott, Fox, and Co. for the Bulldogs. The youngsters in the order this half inning. Soft grounder just past Engel's glove at the pitcher's mound, but here's an underhanded throw from Moulton.
Yeah, nice play by Moulton. Come off his throwing foot, off his right foot there, or just like he should. Looks like his technique was perfect, coming on a slow roller, and threw across his body, submarine right on target.
Number 5, Braden Fox.
Next up, Braden Fox behind the plate for Martinsburg. Swings and misses at this first one.
That's a nice pitch by Engel, keeping the ball down and away.
Engel ahead in the count. Next pitch. Can't get the call. It's away, according to the umpire.
Fox getting a chance to swing it here early in the season.
This will be pitch 29 for Engel. That breaking ball does hit the zone.
Because he caught a lot of games last year and was DH'd for, and that's tough. And, go out there and sacrifice your body and not get a chance to swing this year, getting a chance to swing that bat throughout the season.
This is a strikeout. Fox can't get the bat on that one.
Yeah, tough pitch there. Got him with another off-speed pitch. Got him out front.
Number 7.
Changed his timing up, and he swung through it.
Co will come up. He struck out looking to start the game. First pitch, breaking ball, hits the zone.
Jefferson's going to shade him a little bit to the left field. He's moving Jet Gross over towards the line a little bit. We haven't seen Liam go that way a whole lot, but maybe thinking he'll be, and there he goes, just like that. They're going to pitch him away, so maybe that's part of the pitching approach, is to pitch him away, so you'll move the guys away in case he does stay back on it.
Comparing pitching count, Jameer Brown took 41 pitches to get through his first 2 innings. Engel, as this is up for a ball, has thrown just his 33rd pitch through what is
nearly the third.
Yeah,
nearly 2 2/3.
This breaking ball gets away from him a little bit. Can't hit the outside corner.
He knew that when he let go of it. You could see his face that he let that one slide away.
2-2. This is hit up the middle. Slow roller. Dominguez able to get over to it. Has to fire it over, and it's in time. Dominguez being worked over there at shortstop, but he's made the plays, and that retires the side. Brings us to the bottom of the third. Still 1-0 Jefferson. We'll take 60 seconds. Come back with more EPAC baseball on TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Third, brought to you by Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery. Attention to detail like no other. Visit dignitymemorial.com. The Cougars bring up 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Surf Guerra, Jet Gross, Andrew Rolfe to try to get things going like they did the first time around. In that bottom of the first, where they got the only run up on the board so far. Guerra was able to walk with Dominguez on second base after he opened up the inning with a walk. Jet Gross laid down a bunt that ended up being an infield single. After a strikeout looking by Rolfe, it was a fielder's choice RBI for Andy Roberts, hitting the ball to first base. And that's how they got the run in. So Guerra stepping back up.
Martinsburg going a 10-inning scoring drought. And it's going to be really tough for I almost put them together, Jameer and Grant, to get many L's in the column if the offense doesn't at least put a run or two up here and there. So they need to figure out this offense, but they have seen two tremendous pitchers so far.
Yeah, Engel's making it hard on him. And Guerra's going to get the bat on the first one and just under the glove of Grant Henderson. He was able to make contact with the ball, but it snuck underneath into center field.
Yeah, curveball. Enough to drive it back up the middle. Thought it was going to one hop, take a big hop. I think Grant thought so too. He kind of stood up. But this ground here is a little bit, it's wet and damp, kind of skipped over the grass. And Grant had to stay down, which made it even harder for Grant to go get.
Jet Gross, he laid down that bunt in the first. Looks like he'll swing away. No, he will lay down another one. He's going to try to beat this one out again. Zarnecki's going to have a tough play to make, but Loper able to go down to his feet to grab it. It's a sacrifice.
Back-to-back bunts by your number 3 guy. That goes to show you that Jefferson's going to play small ball. It doesn't matter where you're at in the lineup or who you are. You're there for a reason, and you get a job done, and he's got a man on second now with 1 out.
Andrew Rolfe, I mentioned, struck out looking, with the bases loaded and no outs in the first. Roberts, that followed through with the RBI, is on deck. Brown, first pitch inside. Brown back on the rubber. Gives Guerra a look at second. Now to the plate. Able to get that one across.
Yeah, that's where he wants to live. He missed there a few times just low. As here comes Coach Lowry, going to have a little talk with Rolfe as well. So Lowry not afraid to take his offensive timeouts in the innings.
Our next broadcast comes on Tuesday from P.O. Faulkner Park at Martinsburg. Musselman will come on down to Martinsburg to take on the Bulldogs. First pitch around 7. Coverage starts around 6:45. Brown with a 1-1 count.
See what Coach Lowry dialed up there on that timeout.
This is hit one hop off the glove of Henderson. That was a tough ball to try to get. And Guerra's going to be held up at third, but Rolfe all the way to second base as the ball dribbled into shallow left field. It was a long track for either Henderson or Clayton Elliott to get to it.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard after that timeout. I'm not sure what Coach John Lowry said to him, senior, but he stayed back on that curveball, drove it as Surf Guerra kind of blinded Grant a little bit, but it was a sharp shot right at him as he was retreating back from holding Guerra, and caught him in the glove, and he actually kicked it towards the line, which allowed Guerra to only move up to third, but allowed Rolfe to get a double out of it there, as it was hit right on the nose as the infield's going to come up here and cut off the run, and a 1-0 game here in the bottom of the third.
It's going to be ruled an error, but it was a tough play. Here's Grant Henderson again on the ground ball, coming to the plate. Tag against Garris in time.
Nice play there as he took off on contact, which he should. Was a slow roller, but we know Grant's got a very good arm, so once he fielded it cleanly, he threw a strike to home to young Fox there. Braden Fox behind the plate, who made a nice tag there on Guerra. First and third, 2 outs, and Jameer Brown is now a pitch away from coming out of this inning clean.
Tegan Moulton is up. Going to try to extend the lead for Jefferson. He reached base on a walk in the first. Andrew Engel, the pitcher, on deck, hoping he can help himself out in this half inning. Here's a ball, and fake throw down to second on the steal attempt, and runner safe, getting back to third base. Martinsburg thought they had it.
Yeah, it was daggone really close as he did kind of come up, and he almost got back picked there. Umpire Keith Allison said he got back in, and so we're going to move on to the next pitch with men on second and third now.
It's a 1-0 count after the ball. Here's the pitch. Say that was low, ball 2. .49 pitches so far. This will be number 50 for Jameer Brown. 2-0 count. This is going to be a hit on the ground into the glove of Jameer Brown. He'll toss it to Loper, and that'll do it. Cougars can't drive the run in from third. A couple nice plays in the infield for Martinsburg. Make it to where we're still 1-0. Moving to the fourth after this 60-second break. This is West Virginia High School baseball on TV 10. Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg is looking for joyful, dedicated primary lead teachers for grades K through 4 to join our vibrant team for the 2026-27 academic year. We're searching for educators who believe in more than just lesson plans, teachers who inspire a love of learning, build confidence, and weave biblical truth into every subject. At TCCA, we offer so much more than a classroom. With a 100-acre campus full of outdoor adventures, daily research-based agriculture classes unlike any school in the state, movement-based instruction, equestrian education, and bi-weekly student choice clubs, and a Christ-centered classical education that connects learning to real life. Our students don't just thrive, they flourish, and so do our teachers. If you're passionate about laying a strong foundation for young learners and want to be part of something bigger, we'd love to hear from you. Email your resume to Rachel Hull at RachelHullTCCA@outlook.com. That's Rachel Hull TCCA@outlook.com to apply or learn more. The Classical Christian Academy is located at 7192 Arden Noble Road, Martinsburg, West Virginia 25403. Back for the fourth inning. Top of the fourth is brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. Trip, not much offense so far in this one.
No, Jefferson's put some pressure on Martinsburg, a couple hits.
Number 27,
a couple free bases, a couple faux pas by Martinsburg, but they lucky to be only down 1-0. That's due to Jameer Brown being able to step it up when runners got in scoring position, get some comebackers, get some strikeouts, and so at some point someone's going to have to, for Martinsburg's going to have to break this game open, and get on base, get in scoring position. Someone's going to have to drive in a run at some point.
Well, here's Jameer Brown's chance to help himself. He starts out this inning. Grounded out the shortstop in the first. Ball 1, coming up high. Even the count at 1-1.
Jameer's average isn't what his hard contact should be. He's lined out to right field, lined out to third a few times. He's had a couple hard luck at bats.
Here's another ground ball to the left side. This time it's the third base. Kutcher with the throw across the diamond and in time.
Just everything feels like it's moving kind of in slow motion in this heavy air tonight, and nothing feels like the game's kind of moving in slow motion, and nobody can get anything done. The runners feel like they're running in mud. It just doesn't have a very everything just doesn't seem to be moving.
A wet field?
Yeah, wet field, and ball's not jumping off the bat, and with a couple hard hit balls, one by Guerra, and then I believe Rolfe there, wasn't it? That it kicked off of Henderson about as hard as we've seen the ball hit tonight.
Attempted check swing. They'll say it was a ball, say it didn't go around. Our field umpires over the first base line didn't have an angle you can check with him for. And the 2-0 is fouled away.
He went to check his swing and caught the knob. Would have been 3-0, I believe, there, but a little break there for Peanut. So that ball ran in on the hands and caught the knob for Malachi Green.
Two and one. Pitch. This is going to be hit high up into the sky, and it looks like Dominguez is going to be called off by the left fielder, Jet Gross, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, Gross came in, got a beat on that, called off Dominguez, and made the play there. Lefty out in right field.
Number 3, Nicholas Domenico.
Domenico holds the only hit, I believe, for Martinsburg, doesn't it? Here he comes back to the plate.
You're right. It's only 2 hits for Jefferson, but they were able to get a run out of what they've been able to do. And it's 1 hit, 1 error for Martinsburg. First pitch to Domenico is away for ball 1. He's going to swing at this one. It's going to go over towards the restrooms here at Jefferson. 1-1 count. Angle comes at it again. Tries to hit that outside corner. Can't quite do it.
Rupenthal's, making them throw the ball over the plate tonight, which is good for the hitters, of course. Pitchers are nibbling there, but not quite getting that call just off the plate.
And Domenico puts a good bat on this one, but hooked it.
Yeah, just like earlier when Grant got a hold of one, but there was a change-up that they just got out in front of.
Makes it 2-2, and that was pitch 45 from Engel. He's trying to stay at this pace of about 12 pitches an inning. Here's a soft ground ball. Dominguez makes another throw over to first, and he gets it.
Close play, though. The balls just were not moving very quick.
Had a lot of rain here over the last 24 hours, so not much for the ball to do on the grass. But after that half inning, still Cougars 1-0 over the Bulldogs. Take 60 seconds. Come back with more EPAC baseball on TV 10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Moving to the bottom of the 4th on TV 10, which is brought to you by the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Jefferson with the 1-0 lead over Martinsburg will bring up the bottom third of the order. This time it'll be Andrew Engel trying to help himself out as the pitcher. That it's Liam Sager and Blake Kutcher.
Yeah, Andrew Engel's hitting the ball well and has done well in the winter here in the spring. To get Coach John Lowry, he'll allow him to pitch and hit. Generally, they DH for the pitcher a lot, and they got a lot of swingers over there, and that's guys that can swing the bat over there in the dugout. So for Engel to get a start on the mound and not get DH for it tells you how well he's been swinging the bat this year. So there's a lot of guys over in that dugout that can swing the bat, and so with him and Jet hitting for themselves when they pitch, tells you a lot about what adjustments they've made and what they've wanted to do here their senior year. They want to contribute on both sides of the ball.
That brings up Andrew Engel. Struck out swinging to end the first inning. Ball one high starts us out. And at this point in the game, still have Engel lapping Jameer Brown in terms of pitch count. Engel ended his fourth inning of work with 47 pitches. Jameer Brown starts his fourth inning of work with 50. Here's a fastball on the outside part of the plate to even us up at 1-1. Brown working quickly and look out at third base.
Nicked Coach Lowry, didn't it?
Yeah.
He definitely deflected it somehow.
Quick reflexes.
Yeah, it was up near the shoulder area, near the bottom of the chin, wasn't it?
You spend enough time over there at third base, I'm sure you get used to it.
Wake up, senior.
1-2, bounces, evens us up at 2-2.
Good thing he's got layers on tonight. A little padding there, a little cushion.
I feel like he tried to catch it. Couldn't quite do it.
It's
too cold for that, probably.
Yeah, the heck with that. Well, bare hand nothing tonight out there.
Engel back into the box. Brown rocks and fires. Here's one in the right field for a base hit.
Oh, there you go. That's why he's hitting when he's pitching. Maybe they won't even run for him. Nah, he's looking in the dugout. He's going to get a pinch runner, number 36, as he continues to stay hot with the bat.
That's Zion Miles.
Another leadoff base hit for Jefferson.
It's the third hit that Jefferson's gotten off of Brown.
Sager, the catcher, coming up.
And that is the leadoff hitter on 3 out of 4 innings for Jefferson.
Yeah, that's how they've put pressure and gotten men over, as Liam looked for maybe Liam to bunt. No. That's what the kind of been the MO has been. Maybe here he squares the bunt, as Fisher didn't quite know which way he was going to go as he ran to second there. He looked over to Loper from second base, making sure he was making the right move.
Brown looks in. Sager squares around again before the pitch. Time call at the plate. Brown was taking a long time with it.
Unusual timeout when you call from the squared bunt position.
Yeah, you don't see that often.
You end up with a one-handed bunt if he doesn't get it.
Sager's going to try to lay it down, but in the foul territory.
You have to like, Jameer on the mound when, there's obvious bunt situation, man on first, and he's just not throwing the ball to the plate, letting him bunt. He's still playing chess with the guy on first. He's not going to let him fake bunt steal. He knows Jefferson has a lot of those things up their sleeve. He's going to force them to put this ball down on his terms, and it's just something it's good to see in high school baseball here for him to have that moxie about him to as that ball fouled back. So 0-2 count here, 2 failed bunt attempts, and attribute some of it to Jameer's gamemanship with the guy on first, with the runner on first, Miles, and Sager at the plate, because he just isn't going to give in here.
There was another one that Braden Fox had to kind of walk off. The umpire walked it up.
He doesn't get a lot of credit, but he gets dinged up back then. He catches some tough guys. Jameer and Grant and those guys aren't easy to catch, and he doesn't get any credit. You only talk about the catcher on the ones that they miss. You never talk about the 120 that they catch, but you always talk about the pass ball that cost them the runner in scoring position or the winning run to come in, but you don't talk about all the ones that they block, and it's a thankless position a lot of times.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sager goes down swinging.
So you have an obvious bunt situation, and he turns it into a strikeout by not just giving in, by continuing to be tough on the runner and tough on the batter, and forcing them to bunt his pitch on his timing, as he kept the runner at bay as well. So, hats off to Jameer on that one, because generally that's man on second, one out easily at this level.
Here comes the 9 spot, Blake Kutcher. Popped up the second base first time. This is a pickoff attempt. Nothing doing. You're right. Trip behind the plate. A lot of times feels like you're doing a good job if we're not talking about you, what you're doing back there. Brown, he'll come to Fox for the first pitch of this at-bat here. Well, tried to get time, didn't get it. Has to swing through this one.
Jameer freezes batters. Like I said the other night, we've seen Vines and Henderson going so quickly that guys couldn't get settled in the box. Jameer gives you plenty of time to settle, more than you want.
Brown taking his time again. 0-1. Bat will hit the zone. 0-2.
And he mixes his time to the plate. You can't time him up. It's not like he's coming set 1 second, 2 second. He's 1 second to the plate, 1, 2, 3 seconds to the plate. He really mixes his time to the plate.
Here he comes this time, 0-2, and to stay alive, Kutcher will foul this one away. Top of the order up next, unless Martinsburg can force Kutcher into a double play.
Jefferson continuing to force pitches here as they know the pitch counts are growing.
Brown readies for this one. That'll be a fastball up too high. Mentioned the pitch count trip. That was number 62 for Jameer Brown. Through 3 1/3. Brown steps off, looks over at first, keeps the ball with him.
Yeah, for anyone who's at home thinks he has to throw over, he does if he doesn't disengage, but when he steps back or jumps back, he doesn't have to throw over.
Runner goes, hit and run attempt, fouled away.
At some point Jefferson was going to try to move that runner up, and since they can't seem to time up his delivery to the plate, maybe they try to hit and run there, try to get the defense out of position so they could try to get a ground ball through. Not a bad time to do it.
Umpire will go and get a new baseball.
Coming off a curveball they threw up, maybe expecting him to come back with a fastball and try to stay ahead in the count. Hit and run was on. That's some of the small things that Jefferson does, that Coach Lauer does, that people don't quite understand what makes him so successful. It's just calling the right call at the right time.
Runner goes again. Ball 2. Throw down off line. Dribbles in the center, but just staying at second base will be Miles.
Ball was up. I think Braden had a chance at that again if the throw's on target, as Jameer does a good job of holding the runners. And Braden come up, threw over, kind of got out of his hand. Seeing Grant jump for it and end up in center field as it went high.
Counts 2-2 now. Runners now at second. Here's the pitch, and got him to swing through it. 2 straight strikeouts for Jameer Brown.
On those steals, both of those times, he had a shot there. You have to be quick. You have to get the ball right there on play, because Jameer, though he does do a really good job of mixing up his times there, he'll have a little bit of a leg kick there, which gives the guy an extra step, maybe, or extra half step. But he does do a great job of holding the runners.
Brown's going to call Fox out to the mound to talk to him.
Making sure the man on second, making sure they're on the same page as far as mixing up their signs so they don't get them stolen and give them back.
Yeah.
And then also maybe talking to him about how he wants to approach Dominguez for the third time as well. I'm not sure what that little bit of a bright light is there, but it might be the sun trying to peek through the back cloud back there.
It is. It looks like it's getting a little.
We're not getting any shadows from it. Certainly doesn't look as cloudy as it was.
There's the pitch. It's hit on the ground. Couple hops over to Henderson, who will throw it in time to retire the side.
On to the 5th.
So that's a runner left on for Jefferson. but they still lead 1-0. They got one hit and then went down the next 3 batters. We go to the 5th inning, still 1-0 Cougars. Take a 60-second break, come back with more EPAC baseball on TV 10.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Move to the top of the 5th. Brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. Andrew Engel will come up to face 5, 6, and 7 in the order. For the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Silas Zarnecki, Grant Henderson, Bradley Loper. And he's been efficient
Number 10,
through the first 4.
Silas Zarnecki.
He's averaging just under 12 pitches per inning.
That's what he does. He throws the ball around the zone, doesn't walk a lot of guys, forces you to hit it, and he knows he's got a good defense behind him. Dominguez and Moulton up the middle make great plays. The corners have done their jobs, and he's got tremendous amount of speed out there in the outfield, and Roberts, Rolfe, and Jet. So, you're going to have to hit the ball clean to get on.
Next pitch high for ball 1.
And he doesn't allow you to barrel the ball up much when he mixes his pitches up. Has a good curveball, like you say. His changeup gets hit for a long strike sometimes, but he understands that and comes right back.
Swings through one that was high up in the zone.
Yes, Zarnecki swung through that one. It was definitely up a little bit, but those pitches look really, really good when they leave the hand.
The 1-2. Close to the zone, but it's called away. Ball 2. Back to Zarnecki. This is hit down the line, but foul. Just past the third base bag.
To the Washington team rolling in. Dupree and Danner and Edwards and all are over there chumming up a little bit with some of the Martinsburg guys. That's a lot of great baseball players when you put Washington, Jefferson, and Martinsburg in the stadium together.
Another 2-2. Zarnecki able to get this one in play, but Dominguez, another throw. That's not in time. Zarnecki beats out an infield single with the ball slowly rolling across the infield.
Yeah, just got by the third base. When it got there, Dominguez was going to have to be on his hops because
Number 4, Grant Henderson.
Zarnecki's not slow by any means, and so he's going down the line as hard as he can in this soft mud and slow down enough for Dominguez to make the play, but he had to have all he had. He was going to have a major league arm to get it across there to get him.
Engel quickly tries to pick off Zarnecki at first. This could be the Bulldogs' chance. It's only their second base runner. The first one since the second inning. Henderson up, flew out to deep left field first time around. He's going to try to move the runner up with a bunt. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, I kind of thought we'd see the bunt there. I wasn't 100% sure by the way he put the barrel on the ball last time. Andrew, another guy who does a great job of holding the runners. Andrew Engel. He'll continue to throw over.
Nope.
Keep Zarnecki on his heels over there. Keep him close to the bag. That also, when you do that, if you get a bunt back to you hard, that gives you a chance, to get the guy at second, so you don't want to just turn him loose.
Henderson goes away from the bunt with one strike. Swings through this one to make it 0-2.
Fooled on that curveball. Good pitch to throw on a when you're trying to, shut the bunt down, is a curveball away, forces the batter to get out there and commit. And
Engel's going to bring some heat that time. Henderson gets on it enough to foul it away. And this next pitch, can't hit that one in the zone. Some of the Jefferson faithful thought maybe he did. It was a close one, but that's ball one.
Yeah, it's a close pitch. You got to like Engel's reaction out there. He has great mound presence. Didn't bother him at all. He heard everybody. He kind of groaned, didn't get the call, but he just took the ball back and ready for the next pitch as he's still up 1-2 on Grant Henderson here. Grant fighting.
Next pitch popped up high up in the sky, and it looks like it'll be Dominguez, the shortstop, that ends up with the ball.
Yeah, straight up in the air off that curveball.
Number 9.
That's your first out. Martinsburg made one attempt at trying to get the sacrifice, but nothing doing.
Martinsburg offensively just struggling at the moment, and they're going to have to figure out these offensive woes.
Loper, first pitch, gets this one down, but Guerra's just going to take it over and tag him as it goes down the first base line.
Not sure. Kind of Coach Ballard's kind of shaking his head like I'm not sure that was the call, but the bunt's pretty.
Number 12, Clayton Elliott.
Pretty simple tag. And looks like him and Coach Ballard weren't on the same page there, unfortunately. So now you got a man on second with 2 outs.
This brings up Clayton Elliott. He grounded out to second base in the 3rd inning. First pitch catches him off guard. It'll hit the zone for a strike.
Does give
Engel can't hit that one. 1-1.
Does give Clayton a chance here for an RBI though. 2-out RBI, base hit, and speed out on the bases. There are some good arms out in that outfield too as well, so it'd be nice to see Clayton send one out there and get us play here at the plate. Some excitement here, warm us up. Ain't been much excitement.
It's been hard to get one into the outfield. Really only had a couple guys who were able to. 1-1. That's strike 2. Engel will be a little over the average of 12 per inning now. That was pitch 61. He's been able to throw 40 of them for strikes. Here's one softly on the ground. Elliott goes past the glove of the third baseman. Dominguez, another play in time.
Great play by Dominguez. It looked like Kutcher was going to make that play. Dominguez got under his glove, and Dominguez was there.
Well, Martinsburg leaves a runner on. That means we go to the bottom of the 5th, and it's still 1-0 Jefferson. We'll take 60 seconds, come back with more EPAC baseball on TV 10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
A DUI can be a life-altering experience. Put your future and well-being in the hands of someone who has spent 27 years defending citizens accused of driving under the influence throughout the state of West Virginia, and hundreds of hours of training to be the very best for his clients in need. My name is Harley Wagner, and the Wagner Law Firm, West Virginia's DUI defense firm, is that place.
One click, real defense. Wagner Law Firm, WestVirginiaDUILawyers.com.
We move to the bottom of the 5th, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Dylan Bishop and Trip Tobin with you on the call. Kyler High back at the studio. Colin McLaughlin producing on site. Our cameramen this evening, Tyler Strine, Colton Musgrove, Ethan Elliott. All of us trying to stay warm out here in Shenandoah Junction, where it feels a lot different than it did last night at Hedgesville, which also felt a lot different than it did 2 days before that at Hedgesville.
Yeah.
That's spring for you.
That's spring for you. You don't know what you're going to get here. But Martinsburg here in their 12th scoreless inning, and a little different just tonight with Engel with only 2 strikeouts. And it always amazes me watching Andrew pitch, of course, Peanut pitch, is that even in the summer he would throw some great games, and you're in the dugout watching him play, and you feel like he had total control of the game. And you look at his stat line, and his numbers, his pitch number counts will be down. He didn't have these, these knock you down strikeout numbers like you think you'd see in the shutouts, and he could shut teams out by getting the ball to plate, limiting the free bases, and making getting soft contact. And he doesn't go deep into counts and get a tremendous amount of strikeouts, but he's on top of you and forcing you to swing early, and that's how he gets through, complete game shutouts. And he doesn't do it by striking everyone out. He pitches.
After a 1-0 start, it's even at 1-1. We saw this part of the order lead off the third, and that was when Jefferson got some runners into scoring position but couldn't quite get them home. Guerra fouls this one away.
It's got to be fun to play defense behind Engel because, he does get the guys do swing the bat against him, and he gets a lot of soft contact, and you get to make plays, and he doesn't walk a lot of guys, so you don't go to sleep out there in long innings, and you get in and get out, and it's just enjoyable for this team.
On the ground, Guerra's going to hit this one to Henderson, who's going to take his time throwing it off the bag. There's a tag from Loper to get the out.
Great job by Lope. Great job by Henderson. He picked it up. Had plenty of time. Sometimes that messes you up because it messes up your footwork, but he threw a strong throw across there and just up the line just a little bit as Loper makes the play. But, yeah, like I said earlier in the beginning of the game, he's a great fit in this organization because he does exactly what Coach Lowry wants him to do. Throw to contact, and don't put nobody on. Make our defense play. Throw strikes, and get on top of hitters.
Big cut from Jet Gross to start this at-bat. This will be his first time not coming up with somebody on base in front of him, so he gets to swing away. He's bunted twice so far. One was beat out for a single. The other was just a sacrifice.
We talk about Andrew on that side, and then you look at Jameer on this side, who threw 6 scoreless against Washington, and he's into the 5th inning here, and he's given up a run, which not 100%, a little bit of maybe a defensive lapse, or he's throwing. It's nothing here, and he's on his 11th inning of throwing scoreless baseball, in my opinion.
All right, here's the 1-1 to Jet Gross. This one bounces, and back in the first inning, it was.
If Loper comes home, we're scoreless, He decided maybe to go to first and try for a double play, tag first and tag him out at home, and it just didn't pan out. So, but if he comes directly home once he picks it up, it's a 0-0 ball game, and we're looking at Jameer throwing, 11, 12 scoreless innings himself.
It was just that little hesitation over at first. Here's strike 2 on the 2-2.
Jameer will bend a little bit, but he doesn't break, and we've seen that in the Washington game. We've seen it tonight. Guys will get a CNI single here and there. They'll bunt a guy over, and then he just takes over. So he doesn't break a lot.
2-2. Umpire rings him up for strike 3.
Jet Gross going back to the dugout, not real happy. He's quick stepping it back. Feels like it might have been up. Umpire said strike 3.
Andrew Rolfe.
That's strikeout number 6 for Jameer Brown on his 75th pitch of the night. Brings up Rolfe, who struck out looking and then reached base on what was ruled an error on a tough hop for Grant Henderson to play it short. This is a check swing that goes through the zone.
We knew coming into this season that we were going to see some knockout performances by Vines and McGill, by Grant, by Jameer, by Jet, by Engel, by a lot of pitchers down at Jefferson can do it. Danner and Edwards and Finn Dupree, and they just have a lot of arms down there as well. And Mossman with Woolham and Spring Mills with, guys down there with Butts and Sweeney. There's just a tremendous amount of pitching in the EPAC this year. So we're going to see a lot of games like this, I think. Close games when these guys play each other as Jameer comes in with the curveball in.
Makes the count 2-1.
Jameer's going to need some run support at some point, as well as the rest of his pitchers.
The Bulldogs only have 6 outs to work with now if they can't get a run up on the board. This one's fouled away, makes it 2-2. Martinsburg in that next half inning will have Braden Fox in the 9-hole and then flip it over to Coe and Jameer Brown, 1-2. Brown out of the stretch. This is going to be hit the opposite way, and that's going to fall down in right field. First base coach gives him the signal and trying to stretch it into a double, safe at second base.
Nice throw there by Nick Domenico into second. One hop to Grant and was right on target as that turned into a double. But it was a great play there. Rolf is just one of those kids. He played a little bit of summer ball last year and seen some excitement out of him. Took him down to the Virginia PBR. Is just a exciting kid to watch, and the moment's not too big for him, and he's got good supportive parents, and he's just. I think he's going to really have a great breakout year this year for Jefferson.
Brings up Andy Roberts with now a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Brown, this is the first pitch. Swing just goes over to Bradley Loper, and credit to Jameer Brown. That's the 7th runner left on base for the Jefferson Cougars.
He bends. He doesn't break much. Like I say, he should be on. Really, in all honesty, he should be his 11th scoreless pitched inning this year.
That means we're going to the top of the 6th. The Cougars still leading, 1-0. Martinsburg running out of outs to tie this back up against Andrew Engel. Take 60 seconds. Come back with more EPAC baseball on TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Top of the 6th innings brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons will need some confirmation, but we were told that the Washington University game that was going to follow this one from the field here has actually been canceled. Now, if we get any new update that refutes that, we'll let you know. But that's what we were just told. Braden Fox leads off this inning, swings through the first pitch from Andrew Engel.
I see Dupree and Lopez still kind of hanging out over there, and Marshall Derrick, but we don't see anybody else showing up. So getting to the point where the other team should be here hitting, getting ready. So
yeah, we saw Washington pull in, never saw University, so who knows? We'll have to find out about that later.
An hour away from game time, you would think that they'd be all here, so it doesn't look like they're going to play.
Yeah. This is a second one up in the zone for ball 2. Braden Fox, his second at bat. That's it. We get to the 2nd inning, and you're still in the 2nd time through the order. It's a credit to Engel. Here's a foul tip for strike number 2.
If you didn't have that book in front of you and somebody said, how many people have Andrew struck out tonight, you would have said more than 2.
You would sure think so, and now you can make it 3.
Because he just controls the game and shuts people down, and generally when pitchers do that and you put a lot of goose eggs on the board there, it computes to a lot of strikeouts, but he does it through, getting me on top, 0-2, 1-0-1 counts, forcing guys to swing the bat, and got a great defense behind him.
First pitch to Coe, runs near his helmet for a ball, and yeah, if I just read through my scorecard, you go, just the at-bats, it's strikeout, ground out. Yeah, your outs, you got a single, sac bunt, fly out and ground out. That's the first 2 innings. The next pitch comes into Coe, and this is going to be hit into play. Engle's got to come up and run for it. Speedy beats it.
Yeah, swing and bunt. Nothing you can do about that. Great job by Liam Coe to come out of the box as he got a little piece of it. Went fair, and so Martinsburg gets a break there as the top of the order coming up. The man on first.
Brown.
It had been a struggle. Like, I'll tell you, I'll go through my scorecard again. The third inning, it was ground out, strikeout, ground out. Fourth was ground out, fly out, ground out.
Yeah, and I mean, he hardly gets hit hard. It's hard. It's just fun to watch him pitch. He has that Greg Maddox thing where he just paints corners, and he doesn't try to overpower people. It's just a great job. Strike one on Grant or Jameer here. There he is, 0-1 on one of the best hitters of Martinsburg's lineup.
Yeah, Tripp, I'm just now reaching the age where I remember guys like Greg Maddox, and I look out on the field and here I say, I wonder if they do. I don't know if they know who Greg Maddox is very well.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I
bet they know an MLB player from last night. I bet they know that guy who come up in his debut and hit 2 home runs.
Oh, yeah. Chase the Lauder. How about that start for the Cleveland Guardians?
It's unbelievable.
0-1. Up high.
What a story.
Yeah.
Small town kid, mid-major, drafted 16th, and a couple of injuries here and there, and just continued to, a lot of guys will just cash it in. He just continued to work hard and want to be there. And
Jameer Brown with the 1-1 takes strike 2 on the breaking ball.
Never gave up, played tremendous amount of baseball and, in the rehab games and that. If anybody's ever know anything about that, there's no crowd, there's no nothing. It's just very meaningless. You're just getting the swings and the reps, and it's just hard to play.
Runner goes, fouled away. No hit and run that time.
Sound like I got a car back there. I don't think that was any noise maker from Chuck in the press box, was it? I think that was a real glass break.
Yeah, it didn't sound great.
Wasn't a sound effect. It was a sound.
I know our one of our cameramen, Colton Musgrove, moved his car over from the left field side to behind the press box. He'll have to hope that wasn't his. 1-2 is our count still.
Huge spot right here in the game, 1-2 count.
And that's a breaking ball, falls off the table and evens things up at 2-2.
Great job by these guys. It's going to be a good battle here. These two are 2 primo players in the EPAC, and it's a big spot. So
that was pitch 74. That's 75 for a strikeout. 4th one, second in this inning, matching his number from the first 5.
Number 23, Malachi
that was a
Green.
big-time pitch there by Engel because Jameer has been extremely good at the plate so far, and to get him out tells you how good he is tonight.
First pitch to Malachi Green, bounces for a ball. Green's 0-2, grounded out to shortstop in the first, flew out to left field in the 4th.
I mean, outs are coming. 4 outs away from Martinsburg.
Yeah.
They got to get something done here at the top of the order up.
Green, big cut, can't hit it.
He can do it with one swing if he can stay down on it.
Domenico, with one of the only 3 hits so far, waits on deck. 1-1. Green tried to check his swing.
Couldn't do it.
Nope. 1-2.
Look in there and see if you guys are wondering. Jefferson is missing one of their top players, their leadoff guy, their top player in Liam Healy, who's out with he's injured, twisted an ankle there, and he's kind of taking his time getting back with that, staying healthy. So when he gets back, that's going to be in at bat. I've seen what he can do, and I knew he's going to have a great senior year for Jefferson.
Runner goes, 1-2, swing and a miss. 3 outs, all from strikeouts. Andrew Engel only had 2 coming into the inning.
Getting strong.
Gets it up to 5, and now Martinsburg only has 3 outs to work with, and Jefferson will come up in the bottom of the 6th to try to give themselves some insurance before that happens. We'll take 60 seconds, come back with more EPAC baseball on TV 10.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Our bottom of the sixth is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. Jefferson still with the 1-0 lead. Andrew Engel got himself 3 strikeouts in the last half inning. Only had 2 in the 5 innings prior to that. That means that he's going to have 3 outs to get in the top of the 7th. And he's only thrown 79 pitches, 52 for strikes.
It's an amazing job here. These two guys are just battling it out.
So, but on the other side here, Jameer Brown having himself a good night on the mound. He's only thrown 81 through 5 innings here. He's given up 4 hits and 3 walks, 1 run. It was earned, and he struck out 6.
It'll go down as earned, but I truly believe that if we commit to pulling the corners up and coming home, the balls hit you, you come home there. And if you make that play there, I think we're looking at, a 0-0 ball game and a pitcher's duel, which it has been, this whole game.
So Jefferson's last shot at some insurance before the top of the 7th will be 6, 7, and 8 in the order. It's Moulton, Angle, and Sager. Moulton's 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. 1-0 evens things up at strike 1, 1-1. Brown's wind up and the throw. That will hit the zone, make it 1-2.
Yeah, Brown, since that first inning, threw a little more pitches than he wanted to in the first, but since then, he settled in and taking control of this game, give this team a chance again to win.
This is going to be a hit on the ground and scooped up in foul territory as Zarnecki grabs it.
Yeah, it's a good thing because it would have been a base hit. There was nothing he could do with it as he was back a little. And
another slow one.
Slow roller.
The damp grass here in the infield has not been kind to the infielders. The damp grass.
Oh, damp grass. Sorry about that. I didn't. Yeah.
Really pronounce that P on the
damp grass.
I'm sure the infielders aren't pronouncing the P on it.
Yeah, that's what they're saying tonight. The greens are rolling slow today.
Here's another 1-2. And another foul ball. Those will keep you awake behind the plate.
Fouled it back there as Jameer Brown's on pitch 86.
Moulton steps back in. Brown rocks and fires. 1-2, can't get the call.
Thought he had a shot at that one there. He might have fooled everybody. Doesn't seem like much going on in Martinsburg's bullpen, so it's Jameer's game here. Maybe in the 7th, if Martinsburg can get a run on the board, they'll have to.
That's called strike 3.
Didn't get the last one, but he got that one. So, made up for it, I believe.
7th K for Brown. Yeah, our angle makes it a little.
Yeah, we're a little sad. We're to the left.
We can't quite tell if someone's going to hit that outside corner for a right-handed batter or an inside corner for a lefty.
Nope. We can only look at the catcher's glove. Looks like Surf Garrett's going to warm up down there, maybe.
Here's strike 1. If Surf Garrett is warming up, we'll see if that's just in case they need him or if they want him to close things out.
That's a 1-0 game, Jim. It's going to be
0-1 outside for a ball.
Got to have somebody ready just in case things go south. I don't think it's a pitch count thing for Engel
Nope.
at this point, as he is.
His next pitch will be his 80th. The 1-1, Sager takes it, but it's called a strike.
Engel.
Oh, Engel, excuse me. Skipped over one.
Yeah, he skipped one on us. Engel's got one of the hits tonight for Jefferson. 1 for 2.
This one can't hit the zone, can't get Engel to chase. Engel is struck out swinging and got himself a base hit to roll into right field.
One thing's for sure, if Martinsburg loses 1-0, they wasted a great pitching performance. And Jefferson preserved a great pitching performance, if that's how it ends.
Engel will battle, fouling this one away.
Generally, 1 run in high school baseball is not enough for any pitcher.
Right. As you get that leadoff runner on, you can manufacture it. And for Martinsburg, it'll be the cleanup hitter, Nick Domenico. That starts the 7th. Good eye from Engel. Count runs full. Liam Sager will follow on deck. He's 0 for 2.
He warmed that one up a little bit.
Here's a payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4.
Peanut will stay 1 for 2 on the night with the walk. So he'll get a courtesy runner here. I assume Miles will come back in. Yep.
Looks like it. Zion Miles back in. It's the 4th walk from Brown today. Matching as many hits as Jefferson has been able to get. And Aaron Byler
Courtesy runner, number 36.
will walk out to the mound. That was pitch 95 for Jameer Brown, so he's coming up on the limit.
Coach Byler coming out makes you wonder if it's going to be the end for him. Yep.
He's going to, hand it off.
I see that.
Somebody's getting called out from the bullpen, so I think this is going to be Loper, as Armolt looks like he's the one going to get his glove.
Yeah, Loper. Armolt's coming in, so Jameer's going to go to short or second. I see Deion Fisher come in, Molt come out.
So as they make the change, we'll take a 60-second break, come back, get you all the defensive changes, as it's still 1-0 Cougars with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. This is EPAC Baseball.
That whole thing, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, on TV 10.
Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg is looking for joyful, dedicated primary lead teachers for grades K through 4 to join our vibrant team for the 2026-27 academic year. We're searching for educators who believe in more than just lesson plans, teachers who inspire a love of learning, build confidence, and weave biblical truth into every subject. At TCCA, we offer so much more than a classroom. With a 100-acre campus full of outdoor adventures, daily research-based agriculture classes unlike any school in the state, movement-based instruction, equestrian education, and bi-weekly student choice clubs, and a Christ-centered classical education that connects learning to real life. Our students don't just thrive, they flourish, and so do our teachers. If you're passionate about laying a strong foundation for young learners and want to be part of something bigger, we'd love to hear from you. Email your resume to Rachel Hull at RachelHullTCCA@outlook.com. That's Rachel Hull TCCA@outlook.com to apply or learn more. The Classical Christian Academy is located at 7192 Arden Noval Road, Martinsburg, West Virginia 25403.
Our call to the bullpen is brought to you by CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. Stop by and see them at 48 Kelly Island Road in Martinsburg or call 304-263-8821. They're moving lives forward. 5 1/3, 4 hits, 4 walks, 1 earned run for Jameer Brown. He struck out 7, facing 25 batters. Through 95 pitches, 58 for strikes. That'll bring in Bradley Loper, moving over from first base to the mound. Braden Armolt comes off the bench to take first base. Grant Henderson will move to from short to second. Jameer Brown will move to shortstop. That moves Deion Fisher off the field.
Loper coming in, a whole different look from Jameer, left-handed, finesse guy, big curveball, change up, works the ball away from batters, and when he's on, he can be much like Engel. He can force a lot of soft contact and doesn't give up a lot of free bases. Lefty also keeps the runner at bay here. Could be the other reason, but mainly I believe the reason was that Coach Ballard brought Jameer out because it was the pitch count Probably went maybe 10 pitches more than he wanted to, but I'm sure Jameer wanted a chance to close it out there. So sometimes you have to be the adult in the room and say, hey, Jameer, that's enough for tonight. And it was a good time, man on first, lefty to hold the runner, and pitch count was getting up, so made the move.
Loper couldn't hit the strike zone with the first pitch, but comes back and evens things up 1-1. Sager grounded out to the pitcher's mound in the second, struck out swinging his last time up in the fourth.
Puts Martinsburg in a great spot defensively as well. You got Grant and Jameer up the middle. Chance for a double play ball here, and so I like the call.
Count now at 1-2. Loper looks over. Now the throw to the plate.
Big curveball.
It ran in, but Sager protected the plate and fouled it away. Blake Kutcher awaits, hoping he can see the batter's box this time around. Martinsburg can't get a double play. Here's a 1-2. This is popped up, but foul.
Going to hit us on the head.
Came close. I think it just barely cleared the press box.
If Loper can continue to come in here behind these two guys, if they're really hard right-handers, he could do a good job of closing out some of these games with his mix of pitches.
Loper tried to get him to chase the breaking ball in the dirt. It's 2-2.
Find his niche here, his senior year for this team, playing first, hitting there in the middle of that lineup, closing out some games.
Pickoff attempt. Can't quite get him. Loper kicked that leg up and went to the bag at first, tried to throw him off.
Almost came with the tag on the helmet. Slapped it down on him.
It's no runs on 3 hits and 1 error for Martinsburg. 1 run on 4 hits and no errors for Jefferson. Another 2-2. Sager once again will battle through this at-bat.
Yeah, it's been a well-played game across the board. It's just the weather's a little bit makes it not quite as enjoyable, but the kids don't seem to mind the cold.
Another 2-2. That's high. Bounces off the glove of Fox. Zion Miles, the courtesy runner, able to take second base. The count's now full.
Yeah, just got up, fooled the catcher a little bit. Like I said, it's gonna be hard to probably gonna be a passed ball, unfortunately, but I think that it's kind of crossed Fox up, and like credit to these catchers for sitting back there all night long. We're not gonna come on down him too hard on that one, that's for sure.
3-2. Sager swings through it as it comes up high.
They got a man on second. They're going to talk to Loper and Fox. Are going to talk to one another and make sure they're good with signs. They know Jefferson's smart enough to give them back. I think we're going to get a pinch hitter, aren't we?
We are. This is not Blake Kutcher that will come on up. Look at our Jefferson roster. It's number 16. That will be Aiden Horowitz.
Bear Horowitz's younger brother.
Number 16, Aiden Horowitz.
Bear Horowitz, who made a name for himself down here at Jefferson, now playing at South Carolina. Younger brother Aiden up at a big time in the game.
Horowitz will take ball 1.
You can kind of see that Horowitz stature there with them big long legs and that baseball body. Got the high stirrups.
Loper's 1-0, fouled straight back. Zion Miles take a lead off of second base. Jameer Brown's been behind him trying to get in his head. Clapping the glove. Pitch swung through. Makes it 1-2.
Great job by Loper so far coming in here from Martinsburg. Mixing these pitches up, keeping Jefferson off balance. Like I said, a whole different look than what they've seen all night.
This is hit on the ground, but just in the foul territory to pass the bag.
Yeah, he got it off the handle there. Almost got himself on down the line for could have been possibly a double.
Very close.
And if Loper can find a way to strike out Horowitz, that would be a big lift for Martinsburg going into the 7th. But regardless, as long as they can get out of here and keep that Jefferson's insurance run at bay, they'll have a chance here. Jefferson certainly want to get that run across.
And this is hit in the air on the 1-2. Coe is going to have to run over for it, and he is going to make a catch going to his knee to get it. It's allowed out number 3 from our pinch hitter, Horowitz.
Yeah, he got after it there.
That means that we will go to the 7th, and it's a 1-run lead, 1-0 for Jefferson. 3 outs will get them the win here at home. It'll take 60 seconds. Come back with more EPAC Baseball on TV 10.
Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields & Sons looks forward to seeing you at the 29th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show. They're the family-owned full-service funeral home that's proudly been serving the area since 1880. Their booth will be located at FS 55. At Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, you always get a second estimate along with expert pre-arrangement consulting by a certified pre-planning consultant and cemetery assistants. The home show will take place the weekend of April 11th and 12th at the Martinsburg Roundhouse. You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
Top of the 7th inning, brought to you by L.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality, design, and craftsmanship, located in historic downtown Martinsburg. Andrew Engel, 3 more outs will get him the complete game shutout of Martinsburg.
Number 3, Nicholas Domenico.
It'll be pretty much the heart of the order for Martinsburg. 4, 5, and 6. Domenico, Zarnecki, and Henderson. No one's really been able to get anything going against Engel.
Certainly can't put back-to-back hits together, that's for sure, against him. And nobody's really barreled him up much tonight, so he's looking to, he's being vintage Peanut Engel here.
First pitch strike, followed by Domenico, getting one to right center field and past the right fielder, Andy Roberts. He couldn't quite get there. It's in the gap. This is going to be a leadoff double in a 1-run game for Martinsburg.
Yeah, second hit of the night for Nick. He put a charge into that one to finally give maybe one there Bulldog hitter who found a ball there to hit there, found something over the plate that he could barrel up, and so here comes Coach John Lowry, leadoff double. He's going to come out and let Andrew and the infield know exactly what the scenario is, what to expect out of these Bulldog hitters, because we're going to get a runner, I believe, for Nick, as we're going to get Brody Robinson, I believe, will come in and
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe run for Nick. Nick coming off that knee injury last year, and certainly going to give as much speed out there as possible. Nick can re-enter, of course, one time. Look for Zarnecki to probably bunt. I'm sure Coach.
You would think.
I'm sure Coach Lowry told him that we don't want to get caught off guard. In our defense, like Martinsburg did earlier, and make sure we're covering the bag, make sure we get the out if we get it. Don't give up on the out at third if there's a chance. So, Coach Lowry's going to keep me. Coach Bauer's going to.
Here's the bunt attempt. Zarnecki, it fouls off of him, bounces off of the batter.
So, yeah, we got trouble here because Zarnecki bunted the ball. Then, as he come out of the box, it hit him. Rupin.
Did it hit him in fair territory or foul territory?
Saying that it was foul. So I'm not exactly sure what the call is here, as Zarnecki bunted and it hit him on the way out of the box. So he's saying he would be out if that's the case.
Our two umpires are going to meet and talk about it.
If Keith Allison can see it from way back there, then he's going to. And he makes somehow another change in his call. I don't think Coach Bauer will be real happy about it. But hats off to Coach Lowry if he gets that call. I think Keith's going to say, I can't see it from back here. He's saying hit him in the box there. So we're going to have a foul ball that either hit off of Zarnecki in foul territory or hit him before he come out of the box. Either way, 0-1 count. Zarnecki one attempt again as he pulls away.
Smartly, it went outside the zone, 1-1.
Huge play in the game here, that's for sure. Huge spot for Martinsburg as they haven't been able to get anything against Engel. And now they see themselves as a runner in scoring position. But
And Zarnecki misses that one. Strike 2.
Earlier in the game, he had to do it. Took him a third time to do it.
But he did it. He got it down, moved over Domenico after the first hit of the game for the Bulldogs. Engel's given up just 4 hits, no walks. Just struck out 5.
The infield's not giving up on it either because they believe he's going to bunt again also.
And that's way up high. And runner's going to go as it kicked off the glove of the catcher and out at third base.
Not sure you want to take that chance in that situation, but it's your read. Skipped away. Heck of a play by Kutcher out there. I believe he stayed in, come back in the game, didn't need to play defense. And it was a one-hop throw. He short-hopped it and caught Brody Robinson on the way by. It eliminates that runner. Plus we're at 0-2, or excuse me, 2-2 count.
2-2.
2-2. So you got 1 out and 2 strikes on the batter here now after that as Martinsburg give away that runner in scoring position.
It almost looked like Kutcher was diving for the ball, and it was almost an accident that he made the tag as he went there.
It wasn't the greatest of throws on the bag, and it just...
This is at Zarnecki off the glove of Kutcher, but it's right to him, but he can't pick it up. So Zarnecki is going to reach first base with 1 out.
Yeah, he got a barrel on that there, and heck of a play by Kutcher, who went ahead and stayed up just in case he's going to maybe bunt for a base hit or something, but he was up and got lined right at him, knocked it down, tried to pick it back up, dropped it, so Martinsburg's still alive here. The man on first with 1 out now.
Grant Henderson, over 2 so far. He's going to take strike 1.
Did get some... Did take him deep to left field twice. Doesn't have nothing to show for it, but did get a couple barrels on the ball there early in the game.
The 0-1, outside Jefferson wanted the call. Dugout got excited. They thought he had it.
They're getting really excited now after that play, after eliminating that runner at second base.
It's 88 pitches now from Engel. Next pitch, breaking ball. That's going to break onto the zone. Make it 1-2.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to hit right there. Down, a curveball down at your knees, sweeping in from your knees. You don't want it to hit you, especially on a cold night like tonight, and yet it breaks right in across the plate.
There's a loud fly out and a pop-up for Henderson. 1-1, too far inside. Two and 2. Tying run on first base. Engel's next pitch. This is hit up high, but playable.
Gross is calling it.
Left fielder. Yep, Gross calling off his shortstop. And Jefferson just needs 1 more out.
Jet reached up with that 18-inch glove out there, it looks like. I think he could catch a duck pin bowling ball in it.
Number 9.
This is going to bring up Bradley Loper. Currently the last chance for the Bulldogs. So far, he's grounded out to first base and then put down a sacrifice bunt that we're not sure Aaron Byler wanted him to lay down.
We know Loper has home run power. Engel has to be careful here. Loper's looking to put a charge in it. He could put the Bulldogs up with 1 swing of the bat here.
– 1-0 start to the at-bat. Here's a pickoff attempt to keep Zarnecki at bay. Loper looks at this one in the zone for a strike. Clayton Elliott awaits if the Bulldogs can extend this inning. 1-1. This one's too low. Pops out of the glove of Sager, but Zarnecki not going anywhere as the catcher got it right back.
big spot here.
Engel trying to complete the shutout win. 2-1. This is going to be hit foul and out of play to the left side.
In case anybody didn't hear earlier, we announced Washington was going to play here, but the game has been canceled, so don't be expecting to tune in and see it or come here and see it because the game has been canceled with Washington University tonight.
2-2. Breaking ball. Breaks a little too much. Sager had to go after it on the inside part of the plate.
One run in Friday night EPAC games.
Full count. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It's going to be hit on the ground. Second baseman Moulton throws it in time. And Jefferson blanks the Bulldogs. A 1-0 win. Andrew Engel goes the distance, gives up 4 hits and no walks. And Martinsburg is scoreless for another game, 2 in a row. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back with our post game. This is EPAC Baseball on TV 10.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Post-game show on TV 10, brought to you by the Palace Lounge and on Edward Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean and comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Trip, it was a pitcher's duel. Jameer Brown did his best. His fielding, just a little bit of hesitation, drove in that one run for Jefferson. And then Andrew Engel on the other side, the Bulldogs couldn't get anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, a couple walks there, bit him a little bit. His defense failed him just a pitch there on the bunt, and the hesitation coming home that inning. After that, he regrouped and threw a knockout baseball game. I mean, like I said, he bent a little bit in the first inning, but he really didn't break. His defense kind of let him down just a little bit. But, it's a young team. They made a few mistakes on the bases. Struggled getting the bunt down a couple of times. Martinsburg's got a great staff. They'll get better and better and better, and win a few of these tight games and do the right things tonight. Jefferson, they made the plays when they had to. A great play by Sager on the ball that got by to nail the runner at third base there late in the game. That kind of sealed the win, in my opinion, at that point. So anyway, it was a great baseball game, and everybody had a good time here. The weather was a little chilly down here, Jefferson, but it was certainly action packed at times. I say that it it was in the pitcher's duel, unless you like pitching, there wasn't action-packed like plays at the plate, but it was a lot of ground balls and a lot of strikeouts, and just a great pitcher's duel. And pitching wins championships. Both these teams have great pitching, and expect to see these guys go deep in the playoffs with that pitching.
Our game scoring summary, which is brought to you by the Mansion for Eddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. The WVJusticeLawyers.com. Martinsburg, no runs on 5 hits, 1 error. Jefferson, 1 run on 4 hits, no errors. And it was 8 left on base for Jefferson. Credit to Jameer Brown, and 4 left on base on the other side. So that's the offense was tough to come by here. We can go and get you some game stats brought to you by CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg on one convenient location, 650 Foxcroft Avenue, where owners just care more. Looking through the Martinsburg lineup, there's not much that they were able to do. It's 2 hits for Zarnecki, 2 hits for Domenico. Outside of that, it was an infield single beat out by Liam Coe. Those were their 3 hits. They were not able to draw a walk. A couple strikeouts. 5 on the day. It was Fox twice, Coe, Brown, and Green up at the top of the order. All struck out once. And on the other side, Nayan Dominguez walked once, struck out once. Surf Guerra got himself 1 hit. Dominguez scored a run once. Jack Gross 1 hit, 1 for Rolfe. An RBI on a fielder's choice for Andy Roberts. Andrew Engel was able to, at the plate, get 1 hit, 1 walk. And you had an 0-2 day for Moulton at the plate. He drew himself a walk, though. Engel got himself a walk. Sager, nothing doing. Kutcher, 0-2. Horowitz goes 0-1 in a pinch-hitting effort. So hopefully here soon, and let's not forget 7 innings of shutout baseball for Andrew Engel. 5 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. We should be able to get Coach John Lowry over here in just a second. All right, we got Coach Lowry. Should be able to pick up the headset here and we can talk to him. Let's see. We'll have to make sure that he can hear us. So he's putting it on there. Coach, you able to hear us over there? You able to hear us, Coach?
I can hear you through that.
Just enough? All right. Coach, it's a great performance out on the mound from your pitcher, Andrew Engel. We talked about it in pregame, and in the end, it's just a handful of hits, no walks. He doesn't even have to strike out that many. He pitches the contact, he gets it done.
That's, we can catch the ball in the field, and that's one of our strengths. But you got to give credit to the Martinsburg pitcher, Jamar, too. He put through a great game as well. It's 2 great high school games pitched.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, coming into today, in your pregame, you talked about good arms, and I've witnessed a couple EPAC games here, watching Martinsburg and Hedgesville play. No earned runs in that game with Vines and Henderson. Tonight, I see just 1 run on the ball game. What can you say about the pitching overall in the EPAC this year?
I think pitching's always ahead of hitting early in the year.
Right.
That's what they say anyway, and it certainly appears to be the case here. But there are a lot of good arms. I mean, you can look around the different teams, and you can identify arms on those teams that are quality type high school pitchers, and I think you saw that here tonight. And when you combine that with not giving bases away by walks and not making errors, and making the other team have to kind of earn their way around, and it pays off. And and you get a great play here or there. The tag at third base was a super play on the ball, short hop. So it was just a good high school game. We were fortunate enough to be able to emerge on top.
So we talk about his pitching performance. We didn't see a lot of offensive opportunities for Andrew last year, but here he is pitching and hitting for himself. What's that say about his offensive prowess this year?
He's been swinging the bat well in practice, and it's a matter of just getting him to relax and being able to, see good pitches and hit. And he's definitely one of our, at this point, one of our best 9 hitters. So, we're pleased. He's a senior now. A lot of times seniors will step up, and that's what it's all about.
So 1-run ball game. Lead-off double in the top of the 7th. Call timeout. You go out and talk to your pitcher. You want to take us to that meeting?
Well, I just wanted to make sure we knew what we were doing on the bunt.
Yeah.
Because I know they like to squeeze, and of course the scenario could have been they could have bunted him to third and then squeezed him home. The game's tied. But we still had a chance to hit in the bottom of the seventh, and we were going to have the top of our order up. And, we had their pitcher got to his pitch count just like our pitcher was approaching his. So, overall, I mean, a lot of good things here. I think the fans enjoyed the game on a dismal night. You got to give credit to our field crew who got the field ready for us. And now we got to go home, get a good night's sleep, come back and be here at 10 o'clock in the morning to play again. I told them before the game started we're going to be playing 3 games within 24 hours. So we got to be ready to roll.
Nothing like it, right? Congratulations.
That's what baseball is.
Yeah, there you go. Congrats, Coach.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.
There's Coach John Lowry. And we've got Andrew Engel over here. He came through the other way on the mound. There we go. Tripp able to navigate the net to bring it out to the other side to Andrew. And pitching performance for you up on the mound. You able to hear us over there?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try to get you over there.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, there we go. So, up on the mound. Only took 5 strikeouts, no walks. Pitching the contact a lot.
Yeah.
Tripp was over here talking about how that's just kind of what you do. What was your approach up on the mound tonight?
Just the same thing as last year and over the summer. Just pitch the contact, throw them outside, pound them with some curveballs, and then just trust the defense behind me. We got a great set of team here. Great team. People stepping up this year. People that didn't play a lot last year stepping up. Got some few players out that'll come back and hopefully help us more and just keep the season going.
You get to swing the bat this year. You got a hit tonight. How's that feel?
Pretty good. Just staying calm and collected up there. Just trying to put it in play, give my team better chances to get more runs. And, 1 run was enough tonight, and hopefully we can score more against other good teams and just keep the season going.
So you had a 1-run lead. How do you feel coming in against this Martinsburg lineup? And, knowing you can't make too many mistakes. You get a couple-run lead. We know as coaches, as players, you couple-run lead, you can relax a little bit. But every pitch meant something tonight. You couldn't give up. How did that feel?
Good. I faced them twice last year. One time coming out of the pen, felt good, did good against them, and then, one start against them in playoffs, didn't really do the best. Got taken out early, but I played with some of these guys over the summer and just knew how they hit and tried to execute pitches where I should and just stay calm and collected.
We asked Coach about it. 2-out double, leadoff double, top of the 7th. He comes out, goes over. Certainly, we talked about the radio more than likely. Making sure you guys knew what was going to happen here. And what was the feeling then when when the man on second, nobody out?
Just trust the defense again. Just trust them. I threw a outside fastball to Nick, and he, pulled it right down the gap. And he's a good hitter. He's a solid player overall, and just had to trust that I could get through it.
You got through it. Got a great play by Liam Sager. Get the out right there. You come up. You had an inning there later in the game where you had a few strikeouts coming in. You struck out 3 guys that inning. I felt like you kind of turned to tip the game right there, like where you kind of started to control it at that point. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, I did feel that way pretty well. I'm not really much of a strikeout pitcher, pitch to contact, but I like striking people out as any other pitcher would. So yeah, I got a little more momentum after that.
Well, great game tonight. No free bases. Your defense played well. You got the 1 run you need, and I think you're going to see these guys again later in the season.
Yeah, we are. We'll be ready for them again, just like we are with every other team in them. So, yeah, just got to keep the energy going and momentum.
Off to a great start. Congrats.
Sir, thank you.
Nice uniforms.
Andrew Engel.
Thank you.
These new ones?
Yeah.
Nice uniforms.
There you go. That's our Parsons Ford player of the game. Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, Trip, I think that's kind of a runaway there for player of the game.
Yeah, he's certainly, if Martinsburg comes back and wins, you got to kind of give it to Jameer, which is a pitcher's duel. Just looked like at times that Jefferson just played a little bit more clean with some of their newer guys. Now he says other guys are getting on the field again this year. Those guys have played a lot of JV baseball, a lot of on Jefferson's side have been around some great teammates and been mentored. Martinsburg, on the other hand, has got a couple of freshmen in the field, so they still got some growing pains, and they showed a little bit of that use tonight. A couple of mistakes here and there, but they'll grow from it. And got a good performance by Loper, and they're starting to kind of feel their niche there. So 14 scoreless innings, they know that's really the issue. They got to get the bat on the baseball.
All right, well, I think that wraps us up here from Shenandoah Junction. Here as Jefferson gets the win 1-0 in a pitcher's duel over Martinsburg. And for Kyler High back at the studio producing, Colin McLaughlin on site producing, Tyler Strine, Ethan Elliott, Colton Musgrove behind the TV10 cameras, Trip Tobin calling the game next to me. I'm Dylan Bishop saying so long from Jefferson. 1-0, they get the win over Martinsburg. This has been EPAC Baseball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Hope you have a great rest of your Friday night.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Baseball. Today's game broadcast has been brought to you by
Trips Flooring, Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, Cody's Auto Body, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, and CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball, keep it tuned to FM 106.5, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online talk radio WRNR.com. All rights reserved.